Happy Sunday. It's me, Mike, Cincinnati. Models built for you. Here having fun. Going to give you a review on the USS Curtis Wilburn and the Pinckney, USS Pinckney. I was tell you guys, I don't know, was really surprised at the quality of this kit, of both of these kits. I know that Patrick from Scale Studios, he has built the Curtis Wilburn, and I'll tell you what, he did a beautiful job on it. I mean, it would be good right out of the box. So, I just, amazing. And then again, kudos off that I was very surprised at how many parts were different. You know, how sometimes in the past, Trumpeter or, IHOP, I love Kit, to me, I can think they're probably one and the same company, just under different names, just like car companies do. But the difference in the kits and just the overall just quality of the kits, you know. So I just was amazed. Curtis Wilburn, of course, he was the I think Secretary of the Navy. He built the Navy to what it was in going into the Second World War. And also built up their naval force, which gave them an advantage. Not an advantage, but at least they weren't behind when Pearl Harbor attacked. They had some airplanes and things like that. So, USS Pinckney. Now, this guy was a badass. He was a cook on the USS Enterprise, and they were being attacked, and he was in the ammo down in the hull of the ship. He was in the ammo room supplying ammo to the guns above. I think a 250. I'm not. A bomb went off, pierced the armored deck, went into the hangar bay, and blew up. Killed everybody in the room that he was in. It knocked him unconscious. He came to, everybody was dead. He made his way up to the hangar bay, found a gentleman. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the gentleman's name. I read it yesterday. And then put him over his shoulder and was going up a ladder. And I guess there was an electrical line that hit the ladder, or it was when he was climbing, he hit the electrical line and knocked him off and knocked the guy unconscious again. The gentleman, he gets up again, picks up the guy, goes up the ladder, makes sure the guy's taken the safety, and goes back down into the hangar bay to look for other people. So, this guy's a badass. So, no matter what, this guy definitely deserves to have an aircraft carrier. He did get this Distinguished Flying Cross, which is the second only under to the Medal of Honor. So I do believe that he served. He went to San Diego and served the rest of his duty there after he had like third-degree burns, and But this guy definitely deserves to have a ship named after him. So kudos to that. That's what all America's being about. That's what it's all about. So Curtis Wilburn. I'm not going to go through the instruction manual. It's been done many times. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to pull the parts out here. It's going to be a little difficult. I have gone through, looked at everything, and everything looks pretty good. I don't want to get this video to be too long because we do have two whole kits. So, but the second one, but it just, these starts out, of course, just the same. This one, it does go right into the hull. Same as thing. Build sequence is okay. There's some stuff that I would do differently with the build sequence. They have all of the knickknacks going on. I would build the superstructures. I would put the superstructures onto the hull, and then I would go back and add work on the front or the back first, and put all the knickknacks onto it at that time. It's just how I've always done it. So that's probably the way I'll do this one. It's just in the past I built like this, where I put all the knickknacks on, and then you put I knock stuff off, or I break stuff, or you have to be so careful with everything. I want to try to buy some kind of jig to hold my thing, so I'm not handling it as much. Because I noticed that with my Iowa, I built the superstructure first. I got all that done, because that was, to me, that's 60 to 70% of that kit is the superstructure, making the guns and things like that. But but just goes through normal build sequence. Like I said, I'm not going to go through this whole thing, things. So the funnels and all this little stuff, and then after you get all that on, then they want you to start building the superstructures. They're not having you put the superstructures on the ship, but superstructures are pretty large portions, but they have you putting the davits on, or the tie downs. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not naval. Maybe by the end of this we will be, but so. All right. So the decals I have not looked at, and I haven't opened any of the bags. I will open the bags, or we'll see what happens, but oop, sorry. These look pretty good. Patrick was saying from Scale Studios is that this is a pain. I think he cut his up, so I will probably do that same thing. I'll cut this apart and put this on there. We do have the FC model full detail set, so if I don't want to do the Curtis Wilburn, I can do whatever ship I want to do, because they have all the names in there. So I might pick another ship to do besides the Curtis Wilburn. So I haven't put that, but I want to make sure that if I do another ship, that it at least semi matches. I'm not going to be cutting hulls apart and stuff like that. Even with the FC, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all the parts. So all right. There's so I'm just going to try to move it around, guys. I don't want to do the whole thing, and if you see something you want to look at, then I'll just this structure is different in the Pinckney kit. So I think all the hull upper structure are different. I'm pretty sure. Even the smokestack in the back, there's an extra door on the Curtis Wilburn, and it's not on the Pinckney. And I was like, oh, okay. So they did do different dies for these. All right. These are all the Curtis Wilburn. There's no flash on these. There is a little, I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Yeah, you can see it right there. There's a little bit of damage right there. I didn't notice that before when I was looking at it, but you know. I'll try to bring it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna try to at least just once I get it in focus, I'm gonna try to, you know, it doesn't look warped. And these grills, kind of surprised nobody's come up with some photo etch for those, because that would be something I would sand smooth and put photo etch on. I have looked at pictures. I'll paint these black, all these, after I tape them all off. Or I paint my stuff black. I start with a black, and I usually just use, I'm not gonna lie, Rust-Oleum. So, light coat. This is where the phalanx goes. Bridge. I don't know. The HS model has a bridge. If I were to use this one, I would cut out all these windows. I mean, that's just a shame. Which will be a complete job if you have to do it, because what my plan would be is that one out of the box, one with a detail set. So this is the back portion of the hull, and that funnel fits right here that we just saw, that small one. So, and again, the quality of this is, I mean, it's great. I mean, to me, I'm a super detail kind of guy at times, but then sometimes I'll look in these detail sets, you know, and be like, well, why am I replacing that door? You know, that looks really good. Now, at first, did they always look this good? No. When that trumpeter first started coming out, I mean, you look at the Arizona, which I have, that I haven't started building yet, but yeah, this is just, guys. I'll spin this around for you guys again. I know I've been sitting here talking and yapping. I mean, there's little valves all the way along here. I mean, you just do a little detail painting. I mean, make all that little wash. I mean, all that stuff just pops out. You know, with me in the past, I've painted a lot of my stuff with spray cans. My Hornet that I did, that I have some videos on here. I'll pull it out someday and we'll go over the whole thing. But I painted that all with spray cans. So, but I mean, detail's really crisp. There's like little rivets here. I mean, they look beautiful. The little horns, the sounds like the PA system. I mean, the little horns are small. Now I haven't looked at them to see if do I need to clean the mold seam line off of them, but they're so small. But that's the KA Kits things. Look, this, they already have the ladders for the ladder rungs drilled out for you, so you don't have to. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. There's a good picture. Sam, my thumb's right there by him for the ladder rungs. Amazing. Kooky Town. Some of this stuff, guys, I don't know where it goes on the deck, so I couldn't tell you. Now, you know, so something like this, grading on here, you know, maybe that would be something for photo etch. But paint it and wash it, all that's going to pop out, and it's going to look, it's so small, it's going to look like it's thing here again. I'm sorry. There you go. There you go. There's a good thing. I think you can see those. Pretty good. Amazing. Oh, let's see. Now, this project isn't going to be, I want to finish my Iowa, and I have an Invisible Man kit that I started a while back that I really want to finish too. So, and I'm trying to decide, I guess Nationals this year are in Indiana, so I live like 4 hours from it, so I might, who knows? All right, onward. This piece is exactly the same in both kits. This piece of photo etch. You get 2 of them. Sorry, it's blinding. There you go. That's a good picture of it. So they're both the same. This one is different. And each of these, this is A, and this is D. So both of these are different. All right, there we go. That's a good picture of it. This way. Oh, there you go. Flip the other side over. There you go. I haven't filmed a lot of me building. Just because I just don't build for an hour at a time. But if I do, I'm going to start filming some more. I'm trying to figure out the whole camera situation here. This one is not in the Pinckney. And I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please let somebody know. Let me know. It's like the Eris, the shield of Zeus, the missiles, defense system, and everything. You know, it's like I hear people calling it, pronouncing it all different. It's different. And looks like there's 2 of these. They're the same. So there you go. All right. This piece right here is the same in both kits, unless they have wrapped this extremely well. Hey, everybody but the Trumpeter Company, pay attention to what they're doing. Wrap your products and take care of them. There's nothing worse than getting a broken model. I know if the box is crushed, it's not your fault, but still. I did not pull this piece out. So, I mean, this looks really good, guys. Not a lot of flash. I got the sink marks on the inside where they pushed it out for the mold. You know, all this is pretty small. So if you look, so probably like photo etch would be something that would replace this, because this is probably, in a ship, this is probably grading. So this is not solid. So this would be something that a piece of photo etch would replace. So like a photo etch upset would probably replace that. Those are the advantages of having photo etch for some of that stuff. I mean, it's just, you get, in the olden days, I built the New Jersey. It's actually all taken apart up there. I had planned on redoing it. But all right, there we go. This piece is only in the Curtis Wilbur. very crisp. You know, I'm just, you know, I don't have my old man goggles on, but I mean, another essential photo etch right here. You can't see it, but this is all like ribbed, so this would be something that would probably be grading on the ship, because they don't want something that the water's going to put. They want the water to go right through it. Sorry, it was last Beaufort right here. Last box of Beauforts. Cutting it out. All right, deck looks pretty good now. I did see, you can kind of see it in there. This right here, you see it, that's grease. There's like a grease on here, so I will wash this. I don't, you know, it's something you don't usually see, but it is pretty prominent on the whole kit. So this would be one that I think, but this is different in the Pinckney kit, this one. So this whole part is different in the kit. So I looked over this hull. You know, of course, the seam line down the bottom here, but then I noticed, you can see it. That's a nasty mold line right there. It's not too bad out here, but so there's gonna be some sanding going on there. And it goes all the way around. It goes all the way down this. It's not so prominent here, but here it really is. So, yeah, we'll see. Very nice. Bilge pumps. And then these would be the cleats to tie to do the hull. That you're supposedly supposed to in the HMS kit. Take all those off, and it's pretty crisp. Can't beat that. I mean, that looks really, really nice. I mean, if you want to build a beautiful kit and you've had a little bit of experience, you could buy this and build it out of the box and have a beautiful representation of the Curtis Wilbur or Arleigh Burke destroyer, and do it well. So, you know, they do. You know, the only thing I saw that really, when looking through the parts, I'll show you, is the machine guns that they do when they're going in and out of port. That they have 50 cals and 60s that they have, and then I think the saw. I'm not sure. The SM kit, HS kit. Sorry. They really represent them well. These guys, they don't. So I mean, they could do a better job on the 50 cal. But so, all right. Hull's the same in both kits. The thing fit very well. This is another thing that struck me was the very abrupt thing. So it comes up and it just seems to shoot up, which I would think that would be more, but you know, maybe it's throwing me off because the sonar array goes here. Again, beautiful. A little bit of something on here. Looks like a little oil or something on there again. I mean, I don't know. See if I can get that in there without me driving you guys crazy. These little things right here, I mean, that's just beautiful. Looks like we have some boxes, funnel for the smoke, this looks like this is for the aft, for the back one. Backside, I mean, sink marks here, but this is on the back side. This looks like a thing, but you would need to take those out if you were. So, a little sand in there. So far, guys, like I said, I've looked through this whole kit already. This part is only in the Curtis Wilbur. Of course, it's got the name thing on there. So, sorry. Wall porthole on here, so you know, I would, I mean, could either drill it out or just put a little dark wash in there, or black. Again, these probably go up on the superstructure, and I think one of the radars go on there that works with the other incoherent, I'm pretty sure. But again, underneath, so this would be something that you would need to clean up. But these two are raised, and the center one is pushed in, and all three of these are raised. So these all raised ones would be easy to take care of. That's just all in part cleanup. That's something I've been working on. It's one of my faults. All right, this is the same in both kits. Mark 38. Or, sorry. No, it's the 5-inch. As we go and we're building this and we're going through it, I'll do some raw research. We can, you know, we're working with a system that was started back in 1991, so you know it's been around a long time. It's not broken, don't fix it. Right. Again, I'm assuming this is the big rotor folded, because they have the folded one right here. Yep. And the rest of the parts. Even the blade looks really nice. I mean, sometimes I fight with the photo etch and I'm assuming that probably this is all going to be photo etch. Now that 3D printed one I had, the blades were pre-drooped. So like sometimes I'll take like the kit and then maybe, or you know, that I can't use that, but you could use the blades for this one. You can, you know, wheels all look pretty nice. So sonar buoy dispensers. Not bad. Guess everybody saw Kentucky lost today. They didn't lose. They got whooped. Back part of the flight deck. Very beautiful. Very nice. And there's a little, I'm not going to take this out of the pack, but there's little tie downs in there. Crisscross for the tie downs. All right. 2 of these, Same in both kits. This portion is different in the Pinckney kit. It's longer, goes into the hanger. All right, 2 of these, and I guess you can kind of see it. The sound system for the decking, for the, hey, you know, incoming. I mean, those are little bullhorns, you know. And the thing is if you're not going to use this, let's say you have a detail upset, and you buy the Hornet kit or the, I don't know. I know my Hornet kit, these were in the down in the hangar bay. They were up on the island, on the island on the flight deck. These little things, I would have used some of these on that. So, where else did I see in here? Oh, little video cameras all over the ship. Hose rings, life rings, boxes, you know. I'm not sure. This is maybe the launcher for the decoys, maybe? Or drones? I'm not sure. Aegis system here. Boat, there's rings on there. Now, I don't know what 3D, but yeah, that's pretty. Okay, here's some of the guns, guys. You know, I guess okay. I mean, you know, come on, man, but that's board handles. You got all this other stuff. Chaff dispensers. Look at this. Now, it is going to be hard to clean this up. Let's see if I can get in there a little closer. But, I mean, I can't see it. I'm sorry, guys. You can't see that. But there's little rings on there. I mean, it's amazing. Radar. And 2 of these, as you can see. So, this sprue A, same in both kits. All right, trumpeter. And these aren't too bad, but come on. The Arleigh Burke destroyer has a variable pitch propeller. There's hydraulics inside the thing. A conventional ship, like a battleship, they have to put it in the reverse, then start it up again. Kind of takes a minute or so. Where this, there's hydraulics in the propeller that they can take and spin the whole propeller and make it go backwards. So, or turn the ship. So these are they spin. These things will completely spin around, these propellers right here, while rotating. So, amazing. Inside those, and the HS models is a way better representation, and with this too as well. It's just so smooth. It's not like that. Even the real one, usually they have them covered when the ship's in dry dock and things like that. I mean, then the not trim tabs, I'm sorry. But propeller shafts. So this is the same in both kits. This one's the same in both kits. Just again, mean, these piping, I mean, just, I don't know. I just can't say good enough. I'm not sure what these are. Did see that there's some kind of lighting system, or this might be something for the maybe replenishment. So, but again, now the only thing I saw was on the back side of these are doors that go on the side of the superstructure, just the inside of them. I guess that these are meant to open if you want to have a bigger, and if you want to show them in that open position, you would just need to clean up the inside here. There's a little bit of sink. There's some sink marks on there, but but then again, after seeing that stuff on the hull, I might be washing all my parts. Sorry guys, you're gonna be very disappointed. I don't wash all my models. My older kits I do, but I've never really had any issues. So I know you can yell at me tomorrow. Stand. Dude, I'm not going to open that. It's the same as it is in every other video. All right, little part pack. There's all kinds of stuff in here. We're going to hurry up. I'm not going to take this stuff out of the box. These are one of the guns for the deck. Same in both kits. Same in both kits. Radars. Patrick made these up in his video of building the Arleigh-Burke. Check it, the Arleigh-Burke destroyer, Curtis Wilbur. Check it out. He does a beautiful job on it. Same. There's some photo etch that go with these. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Because we're getting on 37 minutes here. This is not the same. This is only for the Curtis Wilburn kit. I'll open this one up, guys, because this isn't the same. Slide molded. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I would maybe do something like drill the bottom of those out and put some screens in there or something, or I don't know. I mean, they're not, kit's not hollow either, so, but this is only on the Curtis Wilburn. The Pinckney does not have stacks. So I will be doing some research to see if I need to do, because I will not be able to look there and just see a black hole. That won't suffice. If I need to I'll need to probably put something in there. Even though I say I build it out of the box, but sorry, gentlemen. These are the same on both kits. So this is, this is just a piece of probably the top of the tower, I would assume. I'm sorry, the conning tower. That's what I would assume this is. This is the same radar that goes on that one I was talking about, goes on that one on the outside of the ship. Build it up, that's all. These are the same. Same. No, this is only on the Curtis. There's two of those in there. 4 of these tomahawks. Very nice. And there's actually just, this isn't like, yeah, very nice. So we'll see how those build up. It looks like this is going to build 2. There's 1 on each side there, so. All right. Torpedoes. And this is 1 launcher. It looks like, see, they're not flat. There's actually texturing there. That looks like a handle. There you go. Look at that. Amazing. Again, just simply amazing, especially in the 200 scale. I mean, maybe the worst part of it would be the gun barrel, but I mean, it's in 200 scale. What are you gonna do? Have 6? Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to. So interesting to see what things. All right, guys, that is it for the Curtis Wilburn. Now, I know there's better reviews out there of the Curtis Wilburn. I haven't seen any on the Pinckney, so what I'm going to do is the parts that are different, I'm going to take a little bit extra time and we'll look over those parts. But everything else that I don't show you is going to be the same. So. So this is the photo etch sheet. This one is different. I'm assuming these go around the flight deck. So I mean, and these ladders are sized, guys. Remember when they'd used to I'd have one huge ladder across the whole thing? And look at that. So, but yeah, okay. This is a different part. This one's the same. All right. Here is the decal sheet. I like how they put this tape on here. Really good, Ted. Register. Look at how big this is. Good Lord. I mean, that is one huge decal. But very nice. All right. Again, Pinckney. This would be the front of the ship. And again, I don't know. Let me see if there you go. Those are in the, you don't have to drill those, guys. We all know what a pain in the ass is if you do those detail sets. These are taller on the Pinckney kit. This is the Pinckney kit we're looking at right now if you're just coming in or stepped out. All right. From what I can see, there's a hatch right here where my finger is. It's not, it's on the Killer's Wilbur kit, not on this one. Other than that, it looked to be pretty much the same. Now, I can see the difference with the Curtis kit. These weren't as thick. This is different too, up here. See how these are sunk in there? So I would assume, I don't know. I didn't look in the instructions, guys. So this is different. This part is different. On the Curtis Wilbur, there's, I think, please, there's like a outcropping here. Passageway goes here. Again, beautiful kit. Hats off to I Love Kit. Very beautiful. This is the Pinckney kit, and all these are different. All right. So look at this, guys. I mean, it's just now. Shoot me if I'm wrong. Sonar array on this comes out. This is all different. And then the hangar bays back here. Flight control right here. Even the rockets are pretty, you know, it's pretty damn detailed. A little wash in there. So beautiful. Oh, see, they put that in there so that doesn't get broken. Nope. All this little stuff's in here. Might be windows. Might be something that goes on the flight deck for the back. This is definitely back by the flight deck. Bridge is different. Again, cut out all these windows. But this bridge is different from the Curtis Wilburn. Curtis Wilburn was all the way around, solid. And again, we have the sinks of the smokestack. Beautiful. I just, again, can't say enough about, I know I'm not speaking a lot, but trying to let the parts say. So they will now. That's probably where that piece goes. So I would cut out those windows. Put a green thing. Again, there's little things for the tie-down strap, guys. These are the hanger bays. So, of course, they will not be on Pinckney. They will be on the Curtis. Will not be on the Curtis Wilburn. Sorry. Really nice details. Look at all this is piping. I mean, just you paint this one color, paint this another color, black wash all this, dry brush it. I mean, look just like it. Look at all this. Another part right here. Flight control. Cut out the windows in there. Do something cool, like put a little figure behind there, a 1/200 figure, and then you would, you know, so just that little extra bit that you can do to. This was it across this part, I guess. Just amazing. Pipes, little crane, even the crane's got little access panels and bolts and Cookie Town. Won't you take me down? This is, let's see here. And what do we have under here? Sonar. Right here. Sonar array. It's going to be towed. Antenna. Pretty sure this is on the top of the mast. This looks like a boat thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be a harpoon, but again, I mean, this is all, you know, I'm okay. I don't know. It's okay. So let's see here. and top hull. It's different. The hull is different. Right here and in the back. Yep. Sorry, guys. I thought the hull was the same. The hull is different. The hull is different. Even down here, it's different. This is why there's this part here. This is probably this portion of the hull is probably different part of the mold. And then I've got I see it. The deck's different. There is no grease on this portion of the deck, though. This deck has no grease on it. I don't see any oily residue on there. There is maybe, you know, there's like little, there you go. You can see it's kind of scratch right there. But other than that, that's it. Well, that's both of them. That's the Pinckney and the HMS, the Pinckney and the Curtis Wilbur. I don't know. I would probably, I mean, they look, I know. I can't really give it a score. I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, the differences, and they're not using the same hull, and you know, asking you to glue on parts to, you know, to me that add that little portion on there, that little lip on there, you know, you could have just put that on a different and had gave us the same hull, and you know, okay, worked it out just like they did with the Hornet, you know, the Hornet hull. So we really want that front. So there you go, guys. I know most of you, you know, maybe watch 20 minutes of this video. I mean, I think the average watch time for some of my videos is like 2 minutes or something. So I understand. I'm boring. Believe me. You know, I sit here and talk to myself all the time. But, you know, this is all about having fun. And I want you guys to, you know, that, hey, you know, if I build the Curtis Wilbur or if I build the Pinckney, you know, what's the difference? You know, they're coming out with these other, like the Donald Cook, and are there differences in those superstructures? And are they, you know, or are they just giving you the decals? I'm not sure. So that would be thing, you know, is the Curtis Wilbur just like the Donald Cook? That's a model, you know, one that they were coming out with. So, you know, I personally think if I love kits or trumpeter, you know, keep on producing kits like this, you know, I'm all for. You know, if I don't have to buy a detail set, that's even the better. Or I know I can buy my son this kit, and he's going to be able to build it and produce a good model. And you know, especially, you know, they didn't used to put all those photo etch sets, railings and things like that, and that just, you know, you have to, that makes the kit. It absolutely makes the kit. You know, painting and building it right and squaring it up, it's, you know, sometimes adding those railings and things like that that are really there make those difference to those kits. So, you know, either one of these kits are beautiful. If you build one, you know, like I said, I'm planning on building both of them coming up here in the future. make you paint. We do still have the detail set, the HS model detail set. We will pull that out sometime. Probably won't be this week. I don't know. I'm going on call next weekend, so might not get any videos in next weekend. Maybe try to do something this week through the week or something like that. But I appreciate everybody watching. You know, like and share. You know, subscribe if you'd like. I do have a email, modelsbuiltforyou@gmail.com. If you'd like to, you know, drop me a line or send me a picture, or hey, this is something, my Arleigh Burke, you know, my Pinckney, you know, I'd love to see those. Tell me what, you know, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, you know. I build for myself. I build to have fun. That's what it's all about, having fun and enjoying this hobby. And I'm hoping that, you know, through the future and for as long as I can build, I'm going to hopefully continue to make content for you guys, and hopefully continue once I get this whole camera thing worked out where I'm not using my phone all the time. It would be a lot easier. I have a bunch of stuff for the Iowa that's ready to go onto the ship. I want to get all the guns painted, and then I want to get like the island, and I can put it, the superstructure, and put it like right here, and then you guys see me putting on some of the stuff on it. I know you guys love that stuff. So you all have a good day. Stay warm. It's summertime. Let's all have fun. Keep having fun. Build more models. Build on. Mike out of Cincinnati. You know, everybody have a great evening. Thank you.